Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rosie and we are currently in Campeche. We arrived a couple of days ago actually from Merida. We got a bus which was about 2.5 hours and it was absolutely fine. And since then there's been carnival going on, so we've spent kind of the days working and then the evenings watching the carnival. There was the kids carnival the first night and then the second night there was more of the adult thing. So we've kind of been not totally exploring, we've either been working or relaxing or at the carnival. So today is our first day where we're going to be actually outside exploring, and I thought I would show you around a little bit. So far we do really like Campeche. It's really colourful. There's honestly, walking through, it's just blue, green, red, pink, yellow, orange, purple, like it's so colourful. So really love that. I've been taking lots of photographs of all the buildings. And they have also got a malecon, which is basically a walkway down the waterfront, and that's really nice to walk down. So we've done that a couple of times, but like I said, it has been carnival, so we've been kind of looking at the carnival versus actually enjoying the walkway, so we might do that another day as well. But today we are going to a free museum to learn a little bit about the area, but I thought I would show you around a little bit. So we are going to be here for a week in total. Today I think is day 3, so we arrived a couple of days ago now, but like I said, we've not really been doing much in terms of looking around. So yeah, hoping to vlog over the next couple of days and show you around Campeche and give you our kind of impressions, things to do, things not to do, all the rest of it. So this is what I mean when I say that Campeche is colourful. It is so bright, so colourful. I absolutely love it. But the old city is within a set of walls, which is where we're going to go today and have a look at one of the free museums. So we are staying in an Airbnb on the outside of the kind of old walls, so we're not in within the thick of it all. We're a little bit further out. It takes us maybe 10 minutes to walk in, but it's nice and quiet, which is good. But yeah, it's so pretty, and I love all the like old colours and the old like peeling paints and things and all the decorations around the doors and the windows, and yeah, so fun. Look at this cute little tour bus. Anyway, this is the Museum of the City, Museo de la Ciudad. I'm really awful at Spanish, I'm learning. This is hopefully the entrance. Okay, so this was the entrance, which is amazing, and to get in you just need to write down the date, your name, how many people, where you're from, that kind of thing. Okay, so we are in the museum having a look around. There's people talking, so I'm hoping you can hear me. But this is a replica of children's armour. There's a lion, which a lot of it, honestly, they do have sections in English, but then a lot of it is in Spanish down here, and I don't obviously read a lot of Spanish, but this one is a globe, almost like the world globe, but with the stars. So I thought that was quite interesting. I've never ever seen anything like that before in my life. But we are having a look around. We're reading all the little bits. Obviously it's a lot for me to try and tell you everything in one video, but we're just going to carry on around now. Okay, so here we've got an old map of Yucatan. We've also got a model boat which they use for decoration, education and also construction ideas. And also this, I'm not sure what that was, maybe that was on the boats.
Yeah, it's a crew of the boat, the front.
Yeah, the front bit of the boat. I've got some paintings here as well of the pirates. Okay, so we have done the first floor. It's quite small, just a couple of little rooms with lots of information. Really interesting. We've come up to the rooftop and you can see the cannons here, and this is a bastion basically. And it was, is that the English word or the French word? Bastion? That sounds French. Anyway, part of the fort to keep people out basically. And you get really amazing views over the water from here as well, and the malecon. So I believe that's the cathedral. You can see the cannons and the colourful buildings over there. And then if we come over here, you can see the malecon and the water and the palm trees and things. Jeremy's up there. And I think we can go downstairs as well. I think there's more information downstairs. So if you come up to the roof, you can also walk along a little bit of the wall. I think another day we're going to pay to do the wall walk, because there's like a whole thing you can do. But if you come up here for free, you can do a little bit of the wall, which is quite nice to see the city from above like this. Okay, we're going downstairs. Oh, there's a dead body apparently. Okay, we've come down to the bottom and I hate this. There's a dead body of someone tied up, and then this side there's somebody like strapped to the wall that's obviously being beaten up. I hate this. That is awful. And then Jeremy's down there looking in a hole. What's in the hole? A dark room. Why on earth are you sticking your face in a dark room? Okay, so we have finished in the museum behind me. We both really enjoyed looking at that and looking at the kind of the photographs and the replicas and the information about the pirates and things like that. It was really interesting. We didn't spend long there, honestly, maybe half an hour or something like that. It's quite quick to look around. We're now going to head to the cathedral, but I think we're going to go via the Puerta de Mar, which is the door to the ocean, door of the ocean, something like that. And then the other side is Puerta de la Tierra, which is door to the earth, or door of the earth. I'm still learning Spanish. So I think we're going to walk through the Puerta del Mar, which is next to, it's kind of the ocean side basically. So we're going to walk through there and then make our way to the cathedral and hopefully look inside there, and I'll show you the outside and things like that. So that's the museum over there we were just in. There's then this spaceship looking building, and then this is a government building. It's got this gorgeous decoration outside. Yeah, it's a really cool design with the windows like that, like the outside of the building. Anyway, walking this way to go to the Puerta del Mar. And this is what I mean when I say that Campeche is colourful. Got yellow next to green, next to blue. It's so, so pretty. So there has been a stage here the past couple of days for the carnival, so they're taking that down at the minute, which means there's a lot of just metal everywhere. But this, I think, is the Puerta del Mar, which is one of the entrance gates, and the other one is at the end of this street. Yeah, so I think Street 59, Calle 59, goes all the way up here to the next door at the other end, basically. Yeah, it definitely is Calle 59 because you can see all the restaurants down there if I zoom in. So down there there's lots of restaurants, there's lots of lights hanging, lots of kind of hotels and tourist shops and things like that. It's a really, really beautiful street. So if you ever do come to Campeche, make sure you go down 59 because it's kind of the touristy street, but it's really, really beautiful and authentic. It's not like tacky touristy, if that makes sense. Okay, so we've got some information. Gate to the sea, not gate of the sea, gate to the sea. This gate was reconstructed in 1955 in memory of the original, demolished in 1893 with its spans of wall and guardhouse. The gate reached all the way to the sea where travellers disembarked and overseas merchandise was picked up. The walled enclosure has 3 other doors which communicated to what was then the Villa de San Francisco de Campeche, with different regions of the peninsula where the goods that supported the port's activity were transported. So what's really good about this city, and actually about a lot of Mexico, is that they have information in Spanish and also in English, anything that's kind of interesting or a point of interest, I guess. So I think that's really, really helpful. It's lovely. Beautiful, beautiful buildings again. Look how stunning they are. So I particularly like this building because it's got the kind of engraving in the stonework or in the wall, I guess. Obviously love the colour as well. Beautiful. Let's put it on wide angle. There you are. It's lovely. So we're just walking past MABS, which is the Museum of Architecture, of Mayan architecture basically. So it's closed on a Monday, so we're going to have to come back here another day, but it is just next to where I've been showing you. And then we're now going to walk to the cathedral, which should be on this square. Yeah, you can see it poking out there. This is just absolutely gorgeous. I love archways, I love yellow, I love it when the sun hits down like this and you get these gorgeous shadows. So, so, so pretty. Anyway, there's the cathedral. We're going to go and explore it now. Okay, so this is the Plaza de la Independencia. It's really hard for me to speak Spanish. It is lovely. I've seen nicer squares in Merida and also in Valladolid. I thought it was nicer, but it's cute. The seats around the edges and there's lots of shoe shine people as well. And then there's obviously this thing in the middle, which I'm not sure if they ever had events here or if it's literally just for sitting in the shade. I don't know. It is lovely though. And trees as well to provide some shade. Okay, so here we have the outside of the cathedral. A lot of the cathedrals in Mexico have this same kind of design with the towers either side and then a clock on just one side. Okay, we've made it to the cathedral. It is beautiful. the bell ringer. Wow. I thought bell ringing was all automatic these days. I did not expect someone to be like pulling on the bell. Okay, so you can see the cathedral behind me. Next thing we're going to see is Mansión Carvajal, which is apparently a huge house that you can go and visit. We think it's for free. We've seen it online, it might be for free. So we're going to head there and hopefully find it, and I'll give you a look around as well. Okay, so we did try to go to Mansión Carvajal, but it was closed, and I think it's because it's Carnival week this week. So they're treating the Mondays if it's the weekend, so it's closed, which is kind of a bit of a shame. We are here for another couple of days. We're here until Friday, I think, something like that. So we do have a couple more days to come back, but it would have been good to get that done today as well. So I think we're now just going to walk around a little bit, try and find some food because it's midday, and then this afternoon we'll be going to a cafe and working. So I'll show you all of that when we get to it. But yeah, it's really lovely to walk around. It is hot as shit. You definitely need sun cream, maybe even a cap or a hat. Some people even have umbrellas to hide from the sun because it is so warm. But it is nice walking in the shade like now. So we have walked outside of the walls and we have come to Barrio de Guadalupe, and I don't know what the reference is, but Guadalupe is mentioned in, obviously I know the country, but it's meant, there's so many like Hotel de Guadalupe, Restaurant de Guadalupe, this neighborhood which is Barrio de Guadalupe, same. I don't know what the reference is. I'm gonna have to Google it because it's everywhere. But yeah, we've come to a lovely little square. This is actually probably nicer than the other one. Than the main square. But yeah, this town in particular, Campeche, is split up into little neighborhoods. We're staying in Barrio de San Roman. It's kind of outside the main central zone, like I said earlier. So for me, I love the archways, I love the bright colours, and I also love the palm trees. We've got a little water feature here. There's lots of trees and benches and things for people to sit on. And then there is a statue or a sculpture or a column or something in the middle there. I'm not entirely sure, but it is lovely. Okay, so we are now on the hunt for some food for lunch, and we've ended up at the central market. We didn't mean to come here. We just thought there might be food kind of on the outskirts of the walls, and there is. So I thought I'd show you around the market a little bit since we're here. Okay, let's have a look in the market. We're hoping there'll be a food section and we can get some food. So far, lots of plastic shoes. Oh, look at the fruit. The papaya looks so good. Okay, this is the fruit section. The oranges here as well, guys. It smells absolutely insane. They smell so good. Okay, so we've made it to the meat section, but then there's also flowers. Oops, there's like flowers across the way. So dead chickens and flowers. Unusual combination, if I'm honest. And then this is the food section. Oh, juices. I would murder a juice round about now. Okay, so there are lots of different restaurants here. Some of them have more seating than the others. But it does look good food. Okay, I hope you can hear me over the noise of the tannoy and things. But we ended up coming to Tinun. I've just ordered 2 panuchos for now with chicken, and Jeremy's ordered about 4 or 5 different things. So I'll show you and I'll let you know how we get on. Okay, it is so loud here, so I'm not sure you're going to be able to hear me. But what have you ordered, Jeremy? Enchilada. Tacos.
I think that's the garnacha.
Oh yeah, that's the garnacha. He's waiting for an empanada. And then these 2 are the panuchos with chicken. Okay, I am being watched as I film this, which is always fun. The locals are like, what the fuck is she doing? But I thought I'd try this. That's good. Sometimes with chicken, it's really dry and it tastes of nothing. This one is sort of dry, but it tastes nice. I much prefer dry than like super greasy. Some of the food you eat and it literally drips down your hands is so, like, I find it so gross. I just like stop eating. It puts me off. Good morning, everyone. So apparently yesterday I stopped vlogging when we had lunch at the market, but we just picked up a couple of mangoes and avocados from there. Ended up walking home, grabbed our work stuff, and then went to a cafe. We went to somewhere called Chocol-Ha, which is a chocolate cafe, and I wanted to go there to try the cold chocolate, cold hot chocolate. which I had with almond milk and it was delicious. Jeremy had a fruit juice which tasted insane. So I would recommend going if you're going for a drink. However, it was boiling. They had AC, but they didn't have it on. They just had a couple of fans on and all the doors and windows and things open because they have a garden outside. So it was absolutely boiling. And also the internet wasn't great in terms of working. It kept dropping out for both of us. So good place to go for like a drink if you're like a tourist, but maybe not the best place if you're going to work with like a laptop and you need internet connection, because it honestly wasn't that great. But anyway, today we are going to the fort in Campeche. So we're up kind of early. We usually have quite lazy mornings and then do things in the afternoon, but it's cloudy this morning and we thought we'd go and try and get it done before it gets too hot at midday. And what we're going to do is try and flag down a taxi because they don't have Ubers here. So we're hoping we can find a taxi and flag it down. There's one in front of us. So hopefully they don't have anyone and they might stop. Oh, no, okay. He's already got someone, but these are the taxis. So yeah, we're going to get a taxi to the fort and then I'll show you around when we get there. Okay, so we have made it to Fuerte de San Jose el Alto. It took us about 10 minutes in the taxi and it cost us 55 pesos. And this is the entrance. I'm excited to look around. This is a fun little windy path. And the walls get higher and higher as you go through. Oh, thank God it's open. I was thinking, I bet it's going to be closed. It's open, good. Okay, so we have arrived and there's a drawbridge with a little puppy. And there's some information here about the moat. So this one did not have water, it was a dry moat. And then over here it says by the mid-16th century the Spaniards knew that they needed to protect Campeche after the Mayas attacked it, which is kind of interesting that the Mayas were trying to take it back from the Spaniards. But anyway, they built this fort and it was completed in 1704. This is just a little bit of look at the moat and the outside of the fort. And then this one says, it just explains about the drawbridge and how it works and when it came to, you know, and people knew about it basically. So this is a map of the fort. There are 6 rooms and they're all kind of going around a square in the middle. So we're going to go into the first room now. So a quick look at the first room. There is a TV playing, so I hope you can hear me. There is information, but it's all in Spanish. So I have not much of a clue as to what we're looking at, but there is this, which is a model. So it's got the town above, it's got caves, and then it's got underwater bits here. And then there's a TV with information talking in Spanish, but words in English. So if you want to watch that, you can do to learn a little bit more. So this is the courtyard. I've got you on wide angle so you can see, because it is quite a small area. It looks bigger on video here because I'm obviously on wide angle. But it is beautiful with the old doors, archways, and I also love the yellow. Okay, going to move into room number 2, which is the submerged origin. So this room is all about the kind of things that they found in this area. And it's kind of decorated like a cave, so it's quite cool to be in here. Is that a woolly mammoth head? I don't know. And there's like a dinosaur painted on the side here and over there as well. So it's quite fun, this one. Again, it's all in Spanish. What I recommend doing actually is to download Google Translate in English and Spanish, and then you can take a photograph and translate it, because I don't have signal here, so I couldn't do it, but Jeremy did it for me. Okay, so room 3 is the kitchen, which was used to feed the guards, and there was a fire that they would cook food. But there's information in here about the cenotes and about different things that they found in this area, like pottery, chocolate, salt, things like that. So I think this used to be the chapel, and now it's the toilets. I wonder how the religious people feel about that. Anyway, on to room number 4. So this room's all about jewellery, so they've got necklaces, they've got rings, they've got crosses, things like that, and it's all things that were found, I think they were all found in the ocean, on boats and things like that. And this whole thing is rings as well. So this room is all about the jewellery and the things that they found, and it's all in Spanish, or a lot of it, but I think this is how they would find the ring. they would take more, you know, of the coral away from it, and then they'd find the ring, and this is kind of an example of what was on that ring, for example, like all the decorations. So this one, they obviously couldn't get the coral away from it, so you can see there's a ring in there, but it's covered in coral. Okay, so we've come to the last room. The AC is blasting, which is lovely, but it's a little bit loud. But here you can see more things that they found in the waters when doing their excavations. There's these things here. And then they've also got some guns. All of this is in Spanish so far in this room, so I'm not able to understand it without Google Translate. But that one is absolutely huge. It's literally like 6 foot long, probably even more, I don't know. It's ginormous. But I do like these ones, how they're like decorated. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, there you can. And that one at the back as well, all the way up. And then the last section, which is also just part of the room I've just showed you with the guns, is this bit with lots of information about boats. Well, ships, I guess. Wow, that's so cool with the corals still on there, especially on that window, and pottery and things like that. That's really cool. Okay, so we've come up to the top and we're hopefully going to get some really nice views. So this is the view over the wall, and then Campeche is all the way down there. I don't think you can really see. Oh, if I zoom in, maybe you can just about see the cathedral thing there.
Oh yeah.
So it's all the way down there. And then so this is the view from the top, kind of looking at the fort. If we look down here, we'll see the little square. So it's quite a small little fort. It's not huge at all. It's lovely. So the taxi to get here from town cost about 55, which is around €3. I had to pay to film, so that cost another 50, which is again about another €2 or €3. And then it cost 75 each to get in, which is about €4. Yeah, so it cost about €14 for this day trip. So for us to get here, pay to get in, pay for the filming, about €14, €15, something like that, which I think is not bad. I think we're planning on walking down. It was really steep actually driving up here. We're planning on walking down and then probably walking all the way back as well. So we'll see how far we get and how tired and how hot we get, because it is quite a distance. It says on Google Maps it should take an hour, so we'll see how we get on. So we got here at 10:15, it's now 11:30, so just over an hour to walk around, read all the bits, do the Google Translate, get some videos and pictures and things like that. So you'll probably need about an hour. It was quite a quick visit and we both really enjoyed it. So the fort is that way. We've decided we're walking down, and here is a statue of Juarez, which I think is a town in Mexico. I might be wrong. And then we're at the Hollywood Hills of Campeche. It's got the letters in huge. So unfortunately we don't have the drone. Jeremy's actually not flown the drone yet, I don't think, in Mexico. Maybe once or twice, I don't know, I don't remember. But yeah, there's a huge Campeche sign here and the views over the city. So there as well you can see the cathedral and the church. So we have been walking, traffic here is so loud. We have been walking from this direction from the fort. I've not been filming just because I've been chatting with Jeremy about lots of different things. But we've just come across 2 taquerias, and I think Jeremy's going to get some food from here. Are you going to?
Yeah.
How is it? You've got the mic.
Pretty good actually.
What are you giving it out of 10?
6 or 7, yeah.
Okay. So Jeremy enjoyed his food. They did give him something that was more expensive than what he asked for, which is fine, that happens. Confusion, I guess, different languages. But we've now come to Mercado San Francisco, which is kind of on the way home. We just thought we'd have a look in. And it's this red building with Mercado written really big. Mercado San Francisco. Let's have a look inside. Oh, cakes. Cute. And then there's meat back there. There's flowers, frutas.
And some rose for Valentine's Day.
Oh, you get some roses. Avocados, bananas, papayas, limes, onions. This one's a nice one, it's all stacked up nicely. There's meat as well. You can see chicken or turkey, whatever it is, dangling. And some meat here. And it's a couple of food stands, so you can get some food. It's quite a small market, but it's got enough. It's kind of got everything you would need. Okay, so we are still just walking through town, basically making our way to the main market that we went to yesterday. I think I'm going to get lunch there. How gorgeous is that? Wow, it's so pretty. I love that. It's a nice little square. Mexico is so beautiful. I had no idea. Okay, so I just came to stand in front of it to take a photograph, and look through there, it's all colourful houses. It's a whole street through there. I thought it'd be a building. I didn't think it'd be open like that. And then that's wide angle. That's so pretty. Oh my goodness. So I just thought I'd talk about the fact that I had no idea that Mexico was so pretty. I think because you always hear about like the violence and the gangs and the drugs and smuggling and all that kind of thing. And I also think because so many people try and leave Mexico via the border, and obviously that whole situation, I just kind of thought, God, Mexico must be awful. If there's so many drugs, so many gangs, so much violence, everyone's trying to leave and get up to the States and go to different places. So I really thought Mexico would be kind of a scary place to be and to visit. But it is so beautiful. The people are so nice. The food is so good. It's obviously warm, which I love. And I just think it's such a nice place. And yeah, I don't know why I was so scared to come here. I think it's just, you know, from reading the news or from seeing other people's opinions, and especially people who've never even been here before, talking about how dangerous it is and how scary it is, and you've got to be really safe, and people are going to, you know, I think people said, you know, you can't wear a gold necklace because someone will come and, you know, pull it off your neck. Well, that's not happened in like 4 weeks or something. Obviously it still might happen. I was also kind of nervous to see police or to get on the wrong side of them or to have trouble with the police, but honestly they wave and they're like so nice, smiley, saying hello. It's just like, it's just been such a surprise. I really didn't expect to love Mexico. We kind of thought we'll go, if we hate it we'll rush round and get going and, you know, go back to Asia essentially is what we said, but actually we love it here. And I could definitely see myself coming back. I could definitely see myself spending longer here. We do have a sort of plan of spending 3.5 months here and then carrying on and doing, because there's other places we want to see this year. But I would 100% see myself coming back and seeing more of Mexico and spending more time here because it is just so nice. So yeah, I just thought I'd throw that in there, a little bit of thoughts from today while walking around. Okay, so we have made it to the market where we came yesterday. We're going to actually have a look around today, so I'll be able to show you around a little bit. So you saw this bit yesterday, you might remember, all of the plastic shoes. So I'm going to get some food from here. I'll probably go to the same place as yesterday. And I'm just going to have a quick look around just to see what there is. Okay, so we are back to where we came yesterday. This is the restaurant. And I'm going to get the same thing because it was delicious. Okay, so lunch was delicious. Oh my God, it's loud here. I got 2 panuchos de pollo like yesterday and it was delicious. So now I'm just going to walk around the market a little bit and explore and see what they have here. We've got beautiful floral arrangements. They're really pretty. It smells delicious here. Not delicious, but it smells lovely, flowers. Let's see what else there is. Really beautiful flower arrangements here.
One for Valentine's Day.
Jeremy's just bought me a rose for Valentine's Day.
And she's complaining about it.
I'm not complaining about it. It's very beautiful. I was just saying I would rather get some flowers when we're going to stay somewhere for a week versus when we're staying another couple of days. But it's fine. It's lovely, nonetheless. It smells beautiful. It smells really, really nice. Okay, so now we've come to the meat section. I don't know why, I always like looking around the meat section, even though it looks gross with all the dead animals hanging around everywhere. I do enjoy looking around and seeing what they have. They usually have unusual things in different places. So this is the fruit and veg section. Look at all those bananas hanging. Wow, it's so colourful. So just walking through the market, this one is basically like a pepper stand. Pepperia. So I think that's a sign of where we are, the market. So this is the fish hall. It absolutely stinks of fish, as you would expect. There's loads of different vendors. I feel like I just get stared at so often by the men here, especially when I wear these shorts. I don't know, maybe it shows off a bit too much. And I also hate when Jeremy leaves me with these men staring at me. Oh, he's like showing me his fish. Wonderful. It's interesting how they display their fish. Like they chop them like this, like the way they display it, or stacked up. Okay, it's very noisy in here, but we're going back through the meat section. It looks very industrial, like very cold, very not inviting, almost like a horror film. I don't know. Is that just me that thinks that? Look at all those sausages hanging up. Okay, so we're going back through the flower section. So we're now coming out to the side and it's all fruit and it goes quite far back there. There's bananas, plantains, garlic, pepper, avocado, courgette, tomatoes, everything. Piña, I love pineapple. They're cute, little small size as well. Carrots as well, limes. Oh, yummy papayas. They look amazing. Melons, mangoes. Huh?
They peel the melon.
Oh, they peel the melon. That's a new way of doing it. We chop it and peel it afterwards. Mangoes, avocados, limes, honey. There's loads. It's so nice. So this market is actually huge. It's well worth coming to because there's all the meat and the fish inside. There's also the food hall section. And then there's loads of fruit in this section. And then there's also fruit and veggies outside. So it's actually really, really big. But it's really beautiful. Going left, okay. This way. Making our way through all of the shops. But well worth coming to visit, especially if you want to buy some fresh like fruit and veggies for your trip. Come here and get it all super cheap. They thought, these people thought I was I'm filming this way. Hola. They were like waving at the camera over there thinking I was filming them, but I wasn't, I was filming me. Anyway, so I think, are we now going to head home? Yeah, we're now going to head home and then get some work done this afternoon. So we came out over there and then that's when I said the market is huge, and then we've just seen this whole other market out here. So it's definitely worth coming to for fruits, veggies, meat, fish, that kind of thing. Look at all these beautiful fruits. My goodness. Smells delicious as well. The oranges here smell insane. You can smell them from a mile off. Hi guys, so it's very sunny. I'm going to put my sunglasses on. I know it's rude because you can't see my eyes, but yesterday we ended up working all day, so we stayed in the apartment and just got some work done. I had so much editing to do, so much work to do, so we did that yesterday. This morning I have a chill morning, which I really, really needed. I've been getting some work done, some like different ideas and things. But anyway, today we have come to the Puerta de Tierra, which is the door of the earth. I'm probably translating that completely wrong, but we've come here for today. We're just gonna have a quick walk around. It cost us about 100 to get in, 105, something like that to get in for both of us. I'm gonna have a walk around, so I thought I would show you and give you a little bit of a tour as well. So we have already paid and we've come up to the top and this kind of the start of the fort. This is Calle 59, I think, I'm pretty sure, which is basically where all the nice restaurants are and cafes and things like that. And you can actually see the other port, the other door, all the way at the end there, the Port de la Mer or whatever it was called. So we've come to the top and as you can see, you can actually walk around the walls. So when you pay for your ticket, you end up coming up these steps here and then you can walk around the wall there. There's some sort of stage here. And then you can walk around there as well, so let's get exploring. So Campeche has these walls all the way around, built all the way around the kind of main area of Campeche, and inside it's all beautiful coloured buildings, and then on the other side it's a little bit more industrial, a little bit more, I don't know what the word is, main road, big buildings, not as cute. This side, super cute and colourful, so it's quite interesting to see the difference on both sides. So we've walked along a bit of the wall and there's this big space. I wonder what this would have been used for back in the day. I guess protecting the town obviously, but I mean, it's quite a large space here. It's actually really nice to see the tops of the houses because obviously from the floor you can't ever see what's, you know, the ceiling, not the ceilings, the roofs. So it's actually quite nice to see some people have got like a little balcony and a little terrace, and then other people have just got the ceiling, well the roof. But it's flat, which is different for me because obviously from England we have sloped roofs so the rain falls off, but here it doesn't rain so you don't need that. And then you can see the cathedral over there. If I zoom in, you can see the two towers. Okay, I've just zoomed in a little bit to be able to show you these buildings and how pretty they are and how colourful they are. So I've walked a little bit further along the walls, and this is the bus station, and then this big section is the market. So that's where we've been going for food a couple of times. You can't really see, but it's basically this area is the market. Okay, so we've kept walking, and then this is the end of the walls. Now obviously it would have connected the other side. You can see the balustrade, or whatever the word is, I can't remember, bastion thing. You can see where the wall would have carried on over there. They've obviously knocked it down to make it more accessible, as you know, to open the town up, I guess. I'm guessing that's what happened. And then there you can see a little bit more of the market. So, interesting fact for you, I'm pretty sure this is correct, but the Spanish built this wall to stop the Mayas getting back in again, and the Maya was the people that lived in Mexico before the Spaniards went over and conquered. And so they built this wall to protect the Mayas from getting back in again, and also to stop the pirates getting in. That might be a legend, or it might be true, I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, we're still walking around. Oh, it's a bit windy today. So we did just go down there, nothing to see. Nothing, there's no like rooms or anything to go in. So we just climbed all the way back up again, and we're now going to go and see the other side of the wall. So when you come up, you can either turn right or left. So we turned left. We're now going to carry on and go the other side. This one's a cute little rooftop. They've got this curved bench that goes round here, and then a little kitchen thing with a sink. I bet that's so nice at sunset. So what's interesting here is that it looks like it's different houses, like the fronts of them here, but actually behind, it's basically just a wall, because then behind it's greenery. I should have shown you from here maybe, one second. It's like a huge park, or just land, I guess, I don't know, but there's obviously no house there, and there's just these walls going along here. But we're still just making our way to the next, whatever this thing is called, I've forgotten again. There's a nice view of the cathedral here. This one, so the other one is there at the main square, the main plaza. This is the other one, but it's been closed for reconstruction, so we've not been able to go in. But it's quite a nice view like this, with all the rooftops and then the building. Okay, so this is the end one. This is as far as we can come. It's nice to see, but I've not learnt anything. I feel like I learnt way more from the museum that we went to 2 days ago. Oh, maybe we can go a bit further actually. Maybe this isn't the end. Okay, yeah, we can definitely go a little bit further, so I'm going to keep going. I would say this is fun to do, definitely worth coming to see, because you get a different view of the city. But I definitely learnt more from the museum the other day that we went to, so I would recommend doing both, honestly. I think there's also a couple of other museums here that we're not actually going to have time to do, just because we've been working or chilling. But there's definitely a lot to see and do. A lot of it is free. This one we did pay for, but so far I think it's worth doing. Look at this like plaza square there with all the archways. It's kind of hidden within the buildings, within the houses, so I'm not sure if that's a hotel or no idea. I have to look on Google Maps, I think, and try and figure it out. Okay, so I just looked on Google. It's the Municipal Archive of Campeche, so I guess some sort of museum. Okay, so to be able to leave this place, because they're downstairs, you need to ring the bell, so plug your ears for one little second. So we just walked down Calle 59, which, like I said earlier, is the main street in Campeche with all the restaurants and nice hotels and things like that. They are doing so much work, like almost every single building is getting replastered, repainted, all the rest of it. So it is a beautiful street, but at the moment it's a little bit of a construction zone. So hopefully if you ever come here, they will have finished that and it'll look nice and beautiful and new and all the rest of it. But it is a shame to see all the kind of old, you know, pink and whatever coloured walls that are all battered and kind of all the paint peeling off. It's a shame to see them all get covered up and look nice and new again, because I think the oldness is part of the charm. Oh, that's nice behind me. Yeah, I think it's part of the charm of like coming to places like this. Anyway, we have made it to Museo de Arquitectura Maya, which is the Maya Architecture Museum. So I'll be able to show you around a little bit and let you know if I think it's worth coming to. Okay, so I just paid to go into the Architecture Museum. It was interesting, I enjoyed it. I started filming at the beginning, and then one of the workers came up to me and said, "You have to pay for that," and I was like, "What?" She was like, "You have to pay to film," and I was like, "Okay, I'll stop filming." She was like, "No, you have to pay for the video you just got," and I was like, "Well, I can delete it." She's like, "No, you have to pay," and I was like, "I'm not going to pay." So I ended up leaving my microphones with Jeremy, and then just took pictures from then on. So it's not worth filming in there. I wouldn't bother paying for the like 50 whatever it was to pay to film. But It was really interesting walking around and seeing the different kind of symbols and the meanings behind all of the sculptures and the architecture of the Maya civilization. So they would draw certain things to represent certain things. So it was really interesting. They also have a jade mask, which was beautiful. Really, really enjoyed that. That was kind of the only reason I paid to go in, because I'd seen people on the Google review saying it was really beautiful. It was. I do think that was worth seeing. And then afterwards I was able to go upstairs on the roof and walk along some of the wall. So I went down one way, which was above the market that we're about to walk past now, I think. And then I went the other way, and that was over the bridge, the Puerta de Mar, or Del Mar, whatever it is. I'm never going to get it right. Overlooking Calle 59, so that was really nice to be able to kind of look down and see all the chairs and tables and obviously all the construction as well. So I do think it was worth going in, especially because it was only €3 or €4, something like that. It's quite affordable. I wouldn't bother paying for the filming because there wasn't loads to film, to be honest. I was in there for about 40 minutes and I enjoyed it. We are now making our way to the Mansión Carvajal, whatever it was called. Hopefully it's open so we can have a look inside there. Otherwise, I think we're just going to go and sit in a park for a little while. Okay, so this is meant to be the mansion, but it's closed again. So this is the second time we've come here. I don't know if I kept the footage in of the first time we came, but either way, it's closed again, so I don't understand that. So what we're going to do is go and sit in the park and read our books for a little while. Hi guys, so I'm editing this video and I've realised I completely forgot to say goodbye and thank you for watching. So, goodbye and thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this Campeche vlog. The next one is going to be Palenque, so make sure you subscribe if you are new around here so you can follow along with our Mexico travels. If you have any questions about Campeche, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching this one and I will see you in the next one. Bye!